Today we will create an artwork using lines and shapes. The supplies that we will need is a white sheet of paper, a pencil, eraser, Sharpie marker, and then you can use crayons or color pencils for finishing off. How to turn a rectangle sheet into a square sheet of paper. Take the corner of your sheet and fold it like this. Make sure the sides are aligned and the corners are sharp, and then fold the paper. We don't need this part of the paper, so we'll cut this out. And to cut out this part, I'll fold this over and make a crease. I'll try to make it sharp so when I tear it, it would be smooth. So I'll hold my paper tight like this and tear the extra part off. And I'll save this for my collage project later on. Now I'm ready with a square sheet of paper. Now I'll start with lines. So I'll put a mark here and I will move my pencil to make an imaginary line just for practice. And I'll draw a straight line from one point to the other point. Then I'll draw another point and connect these two points to make a straight line. So I'm using lines to draw a square shape. Lines and shapes are the elements of art. All the artists use these elements to create objects. So we used straight lines to create a shape. Now I'll repeat the same thing and I'll draw another line right next to the first one. So I have two lines together and I will be able to color inside these two lines. Now I have two squares, one inside the other. Now I'll start the second square inside and I'll measure about two fingers or 1 inch away from the first line. I marked 2 points and connect these 2 points. Then I'll mark another point and connect these two. I'll do the same on the other two sides. So I have a square with 4 sides. Now I have 3 squares, one inside the other. Next, I'll draw the last square right inside the third square. So I'll measure almost the same 2 finger or 1 inch and mark 2 points and connect these 2 points. Then I'll draw an imaginary line, draw the point, and then connect the point with the last point and then continue on all 4 sides. So I have a square with all 4 equal sides. Now I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 squares. Now I will continue with different types of lines. So we will start with the wavy line. So I'll start from one corner and continue towards the next. So this is my wavy lines. I'm drawing big wavy lines because I want to add some more shapes inside the little waves. So there is a space between each wave. So I have two wavy lines, then I'll connect these two with two more wavy lines. So I will have a square with wavy lines. So artists use different types of lines for drawing. Wavy line is one of them, and I have space for my shapes in between each wave. Now I will continue with zigzag lines. So zigzag lines are kind of triangles. So we'll start from one corner and draw the zigzag line to the other corner. Then we'll connect these sides with more zigzag lines. So we have kind of a square with the zigzag lines. Now I have a square, another square, then a wavy square, and a straight line square, and a zigzag square, and a thin line square. Now we will add some details. For details, we will be using shapes. So I'll start with a circle, and I'll include a circle inside each wave. You can add other shapes as well. You can draw a swirl, you can draw a triangle. It doesn't have to be a circle. You can draw another shape, whatever shape you like. You can draw different lines the way you like. You can do your artwork as you like. So now I'll add another shape. This time I'll draw a triangle in between each line in the zigzag line. You can add another shape. It doesn't have to be a triangle. It can be a circle. It can be a square. So I'll continue till I have all the triangles done. Next, I'll draw another kind of line. This is called dashed line. So I'm adding extra details. It's up to you if you want to add more details or if you want to keep it plain. So this is a dashed line square inside all the squares. Once this is done, you can add your name in the middle of the shape, or you can write the first letter of your name, or you can write whatever you like. So I'm writing letter R. Once I'm finished with all the details and drawings and shapes and lines, then I'm going to go over all the lines with a black Sharpie marker. You don't have to use a Sharpie marker. You can use regular markers, you can use crayons, you can use color pencils. Whatever you have, you can use it. It would look nice. So let's go ahead and trace all the lines with a marker, and then we'll color inside the lines. Now I'm finished tracing all the lines. So when I'm finished, I'll start coloring. For coloring, I will choose 4 colors. For my artwork, I chose blue, red, teal, and yellow. So I'll start with the outer outline. I'll fill out all the shapes, all the spaces on my artwork, and I'll try to stay inside the lines, and I'll do it slowly and neatly, and I'll take my time and try to fill all the white spaces. Then I will continue coloring until I use all my 4 colors and fill out all the spaces. So step by step, I'll start from the outside and continue towards the inside. And when I'm finished coloring all the spaces, it would look like this.